Lupin. That is with Omar Sy.
Omar Sy. This is the part 2. So
This is
we
part
done
2.
part 1.
Yeah.
If you ain't seen part 1, I think it's probably episode
7.
Yes, early.
8 is an early one still.
It's one of the first. So this is literally the part 2.
Part
Obviously,
2,
if you've seen part 1, you would have saw how they broke in the middle.
So it ended because
it's not like a season 2. It's like a continuation.
Yeah, it's continued. Yeah, his son got napped. That was the last episode.
Yeah,
son got napped.
I was personally a bit more of a fan of the first one than you was.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it, and it's more because, do you know what? I kind of had to look at it. I kind of tried to watch this one different because I think what I do sometimes in movies, is I look too deep in them because I'm looking at it on face value. This guy is massive, 6'4", big, black. Yeah. Don't matter what disguise you have on. You get me? You can't hide. You understand? Like, it doesn't matter that you got a mustache.
That's a lot like you were saying last time.
You got a mustache.
I was more saying that, like, is what it is.
But he's Lupin. So you're supposed to believe into that. Yeah. So I try to do that a bit more in watching the second half.
Okay, before you get into that, let's get into this synopsis quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's the same thing, really, isn't it?
Well, let's do it again. Inspired by the adventures of Arsène Lupin, gentleman thief Asane Diop sets out to avenge his father for an injustice inflicted by a wealthy family. Yeah. So it's carried on the same theme from the first one.
All right, cool. So, what did you think this time round?
I think it's worse. I think even though I tried to look past the fact that he was
a big
bad, I feel like they was like, come on, bro.
I gotta agree with you on this one, bro. I couldn't help but watch and think about everything you said. And it was just so obvious this time. I almost watched it and thought, what was I thinking the first time, bro? Like, I apologize, bro. But I didn't feel like it was this bad. Like, this time round, I was like, bruh.
Bro, there was a part, where we had a mustache, But they said...
And the dreads.
Bro, they said this is the most wanted man in France, This guy
is the only black guy in the city that they live.
He's 6'4", bro. Built like a brick house.
No, that it's not like one of those cities that's overpopulated
with black people.
Bro,
no, it's not.
He's the only black dude in the city, bro, other than the other guy that was working for the wealthy guy.
And he weren't 6'4" and built like a house.
There was so much bait scenes in this. I couldn't believe it.
I don't give a damn.
I couldn't believe it.
I don't care that you're arsing whoever, bruv. I don't care if you're arsing Wengaru, boy. There was no way he was making your way. Like, bruv, he's in like impossible situations and walking past, man.
And when he was turning up to things, I was like, no way, are you coming to the show? Like, how?
Like, bruv, like, what I don't understand is that regardless of what you have on your face, bro, I can see you are big and black. So automatically, we know we're looking for a big black person.
Forget all that, because even if he had, like, forget all that. It was just, the disguises weren't even that great. The last disguise, listen, don't let me get into that Jamaican track runner vibe, kind of bobsleighing coach of a bobsleigh team, that vibe he had going on there, bro. Like, that was almost insulting. That last disguise was insulting. That last disguise was so insulting, bro. Yeah, like, it almost spoiled the whole thing for me. I was like, bro, is that how you're going to end it? And you got away like this? Yeah, really, bro. Yeah. There was so much flaws in this when he was going with the whole sun thing. The whole sun thing, I was like, this ain't that dark. I wish it was that dark, but it's not that dark. So don't try it.
Yeah, but that part.
Yeah, I was like, don't try it, because I wish it was. I wish it would turn this dark, but it wasn't.
I saw that, and then I was like, don't be silly. Like, don't be silly. Like, you're not, like, you're really acting up now, to be honest. Like, this.
I thought it was trash. Like I said, I couldn't believe. Like, I saw everything that you was talking about this time around. Yeah. And I was a bit pissed off with myself. I was like, yeah, this is kind of bait. He is, like, I didn't see him for the 6'4" black guy. I think there was a bit, maybe I was just lying to myself, or maybe I was just in a different vibes when I watched the first one. But I don't feel it was as bait. But this one, everything they was doing was just terrible. The only good thing, let's say good points, man. Let's not shit all over it.
It was
Good points. I still find it quite. Well, I was gonna say it's quite family friendly, but sometimes they say some shit, or there's 1 or 2 scenes where I'm like, okay, but it's not that bad. But if you don't take it seriously, it's not a bad watch.
Yeah, if you don't take it seriously,
and it's not even that I'm taking it seriously, but it's like this one. I just felt like, yeah, it's not the best casting. I'm not even saying you couldn't have got a black guy. It's just not the best casting for it. It's like, is he the only good black actor in France? Like, no. It's
yeah,
like,
I don't think he did the role too well.
Yeah, he's not a bad actor though. Like, so it's not rubbish because he acts rubbish, but that you're just not a good casting for that part. Yeah. Like, you're too.
It should have been a suave sort of
like
slim,
someone else could have played this.
Kind of just, I don't know, man. Just not him. Like, he didn't strike. Not that he was bad in it. He just didn't strike me as. Yeah,
it just wasn't great. But yeah, what was a good point for you?
It was an easy watch. I suppose it was an easy watch. It flowed. Like, I weren't really bored. But
yeah, it's a good storyline. I mean,
yeah, the story was cool about his dad and that. That was kind of cool, and how it linked back in.
What did you think of the back and forth with the old school? And because I guess that was the new thing that they added with this one.
No, that was happening in the first one as well. Yeah.
Not as much though. I felt like they were good. Like that whole story with him when he was younger, meeting her.
That was big in the first one because
I don't really remember it too much in the first one.
Because when he was in the swimming pool with the daughter and going back with his dad and this, that, blah, blah, blah. His dad in the rain.
Yeah, I suppose.
There was a few bits like that, but I don't know, man. I don't know much to say about this. It's just strange. Like, I don't know. The casting weren't great. The story was okay, but it wasn't amazing. And the way that he was getting out of things as well, it was a bit like.
That's what I was gonna say. A good point I would say is I liked the character they met in the library.
That was cool.
I had no idea that he was. That was probably like the slick. That was probably like some Lupin shit. Where it was like, oh, I didn't realize you didn't know that he was a mole, bro.
I didn't know he was a mole, but I did think he was a weird character. Like, I did think it's just a bit strange for him to just turn up out of nowhere,
be super young and
just be like, oh yeah, just randomly
you thought
pop
that
up
before you found out who he was.
Yeah, I did think it was a bit like.
I thought it was a bit like he just looked odd, but I just thought it made sense to like the show in it because all the characters ain't necessarily fitting to who they are. I hated that whole when Hassan finally caught up with my man.
Oh,
that was, and it was just so bait. It's like, what did you do? Boom, boom, boom. It was like, bro, I know you're
recording this. Like, I know you're recording this, bro.
Like I said, it's like a Pink Panther type of vibes. So it's not really supposed to be taken as serious as we're making it. You hear me? So I think that's a problem. But it's hard because there is so much pitfalls and holes in this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Only because I felt like I was so pro Lupin the first time round, and it didn't have my back the second time round.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this isn't a watch it. Like, it wasn't amazing. I don't think it's something that it's not something I would run to. Like, and I wouldn't really recommend it. If it was someone was to ask me what to watch, I would never say, watch Lupin. So
I wouldn't request it as a series if someone was like, what should I watch on Netflix?
I
mean, I would, depend on who asks me, but I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. This is
unfortunately not. I was kind of thinking, I wonder where they're going to go with this second part, but nah.
Yeah, it's a no from me.
It's not from me.